Hello, this is Doug at yoursumbuddy, and I'm here to talk about a new add-in that I've created. It's a CustomUI Ribbon XML editor. So you can use this form right here and this add-in to modify, create from scratch, validate, and even delete your CustomUI XML ribbon code. And it's available on my website, which is yoursumbuddy. And if you go to the tools section, you can see it right there. Here's the page. There's the download link. Woohoo! So, back to the form. I'm going to close it and just show you that if you go to the developer tab, and you'll see it right here, the YSB Custom UI Editor. You can hit Modify Ribbon XML, and in this case we are going to browse to an add-in that I have that is this Worksheet Splitter add-in, and just change the title right there. You can see right now it says no XML to validate. In fact, you can actually just type stuff directly and paste stuff directly into this box, and you'll see that we've got an error. That's not valid XML. So you don't even need to load in a workbook. You can throw some XML in there and it will validate it. It will validate Custom UI and Custom UI 14, which are just two different XML definitions. The second one offers more features. So let's browse to that add-in. You can use this on both regular workbooks and add-ins. There it is in my add-ins folder. And it's saying this is an installed add-in. Do you want to uninstall and continue? I'm going to say yes. It will reinstall it afterwards. And it's downloading it very quickly. I recommend doing this on a local drive. You can maybe do it over a network, but it's going to be slower. So here is the XML, or at least most of it, defining that worksheet splitter add-in. This form is completely resizable. You can hit this button and it will go to full size. You can hit the minimize and it will dock. We can see all of the text now, and all I'm going to do is go here and put a bunch of exclamation marks after my worksheet splitter label, and those will appear here when we've committed the changes. So let's see what happens though if we do create an error. I've just now changed button ID to button ISD. The XML definition for this does not recognize ISD as an element, so that's an error. And I'm going to make the ID for this button have a bunch of question marks. Can't really have question marks in ID names, so that's an error too. So you can see I can click on this error here. This is actually a list box. If I double click, it takes me to the error. How nice. Especially if you've got a whole lot of code. And if I fix it, that error goes away. If I double click, or in fact hit F5, it takes me to this error. And we don't like the ISD, so we'll turn it back to an ID. And now everything's good. This commit changes button is now available because we have A, made a change, and B, made a valid change. So let's see, what else can I show you real quickly? The only other thing is you can change the size of this font. I did that especially for one person who reviewed it, and I think it's a great idea. So I did that by doing Control Up arrow and Control Down arrow. There's tool tips here to tell you how to do those things. And now I'm going to, without further ado, commit the changes. And if you look right up here, when this thing is done, the exclamation points, marks appear. So it worked. If it had been a workbook, it would actually pop up a little prompt that says, would you like to open the workbook? And then you could say yes, and you'd see your changes that way too. So that's all I've got about this. Hope it's of interest. Have a great day and all that. Talk to you later.